What's up, GG Nation / GG Legion, whatever you guys want to be called. Welcome to the Golden God and Friends Spoliercast here. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm your host and moderator, obviously, the good-looking Strauss man, the GG. And I also have this good-looking fella here, too, Strausszilla, a.k.a. my cousin JJ. Welcome to the podcast again, JJ. It's like
hey,
the
Levi,
fifth
how you
episode
doing?
I'm done with you.
Nothing's new.
Nothing new, nothing.
No, just hanging out.
Check out
playing
my
Nintendo.
dope-ass shirt.
Yeah.
And then check this bad boy out. We'll probably unbox this towards the end.
I am Groot.
I got the new Marvel.
I didn't know what that was Monday.
Guys, see that?
That's a big ass box.
Yeah, it came with a lot of shit, including this shirt. But let's talk about the good. This will be a spoiler cast / kind of review, guys. So we'll talk spoilers probably about halfway through. So watch the beginning of the video, and if it's getting to spoilers, just turn off. Don't watch, because we will be talking spoilers, and I'll let you guys know about that for sure. So let's start it off. Let's kick it off. JJ, what did you think of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume Dos?
I was really excited to see it, and it lived up to and exceeded most of my expectations. So I was stoked.
Was it better than the first one in your eyes, or the same, comparable?
Very close. I think I like this one better, but it was very close.
Me too. I actually really enjoyed this movie. Absolutely loved it. I want to have it on Blu-ray day one. It was so good. I mean, it really, really was good. I love, the first movie was such a big, risk for, Marvel and Disney. Not a lot of people know about Guardians of the Galaxy. I sure as hell didn't read Guardians of the Galaxy. I knew what they kind of were. I kind of knew some of the team lineup and everything. Obviously, Rocket Raccoon and Groot I knew of when I was younger, especially because of some of the video games they had and stuff like that. Never thought it would actually be a movie, but the first movie did so fucking well that it's probably considered one of the best Marvel movies ever made. It's up there, at least financially, anyway, money-making wise. And that one, that was a huge risk for that cast too. Like they got a lot of different newer people to be a part of that. Dave Bautista from WWE, like him as Drax. What? Chris Pratt as the lead as Star-Lord. The fat chubby guy from Parks and Rec. Like really, but he got in shape and he got dedicated for it, and everything paid off. Like everything.
He's a good casting.
On that, it was very fantastic. I love the opening to this movie. Guardians 2. Like we'll stop about Guardians. Guardians 2. I love the opening. Not the stuff with Ego, the Living Planet, or anything, but like the opening where they fight that giant alien, galactic beast, and Groot plugs in the the music and it starts playing, and he's just being so innocent. What'd you think of that opening scene? Was it great? What'd you think?
Oh yeah, I loved it. I love when Baby Groot gets angry, especially at like Drax or something, and he just starts beating him up, or those little.
He keeps punching Drax in this movie. It's kind of like a recurring joke.
Yeah, it keeps trying to get, but they all trying to protect Baby Groot, or just. But he's still.
The comedy was spot on in this movie. So was the drama scenes. I didn't feel too much of the drama scenes this time. I like the comedy more, but I'm not going to knock the movie for that, because you need to have some seriousness for sure. And they did. There was some nice emotional moments and stuff. And, Gamora and Star-Lord were trying to figure each other out still,
Gamora's relationship with Nebula.
Yeah, they had a big cast, and I think they really handled it well. They learned so much from Avengers 1 that they know how to handle a big cast properly now. I think. My little cousin Max is trying to get it.
How dare you!
Yeah.
How dare you, JJ? So who was your favorite character in this movie? Like, what was
it depends on what. it depends on what you want. My favorite, I mean, to me, it was funny that with Chris Pratt and Bradley Cooper and even Baby Groot, the comic relief really came from Drax. Drax was probably he had the most like one-liners and everything in this movie.
One-liners. He was my favorite, absolute my favorite in this movie.
He was
absolutely fucking hilarious.
With a lot of comedy people in it, or suppose he was the one who shined through as the comic relief. It was pretty hilarious.
I would absolutely agree with that. He absolutely outshined them. His one-liners were the best. Period. He was definitely my favorite in this movie. What did you think of some of the newer characters? Mantis, Ego, Nebula getting some more shine in this movie.
Yeah.
Yondu as well.
I liked the relationship between Yondu and Rocket, the back and forth they had. That was pretty good. Really good chemistry between those two characters. And then, Nebula, still feeling her out, I guess. It
was interesting. I think to be honest, I think it was a little too quick with her. Like, they hated each other. All of a sudden, they kind of want a sister bond. But we don't know how much time has been through this movie. They don't really explain that. Yeah. They don't explain how much time is going on. They do have one comment in that they hate their dad. Thanos, for sure.
Ego was a character I don't know much about. To be honest, I didn't know much about any of them until really the first movie.
Yeah.
But Ego, I really didn't know.
What do you think of Kurt Russell, though? Did you think he did a good job?
He did a great job. A great job, and it's funny because I think he was... Because I listened to the podcast, How Did This Get Made?
Yeah.
And they just did their podcast on the fate of the Furious.
Oh, okay.
And Kurt Russell's also in that movie. I guess he was on he was on the same lot. And so he would go over there, film a few scenes, and then he'd come back for Guardians. But it was...
That sounds funny.
I think he did a great job. I think all the characters, I mean...
What'd you think of, Sylvester Stallone's character? I didn't really know who that particular character was, but... you think he did a good job in his minor role at all? Just here and there?
Yeah. Again, like you said...
Because I'm with you. I kind of don't know Ego and stuff, but I felt like Kurt Russell did such a great job. He did a fantastic job. And I think Sylvester did really good. I mean, he tried to be serious in that one scene, and with Yondu and everything, and I thought it was I think it was well done. I think the movie overall was well done. I don't feel like, it's getting a lot of 7.8s and stuff. I feel like this movie's much higher than that, for sure.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I really did. It
was what, maybe 2.5 hours?
Yeah, it was a long movie, but
I wasn't bored. It went by so quick. I was like, shit.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I can't say enough good things about it. Again, Chris Pratt does a great job. It's funny how you have to always put a shirtless scene with him, and they get it out of the way right away.
Yeah. I wish him and Drax had more interaction in this movie. Because that opening scene where they talk was funny as shit, where he kind of bashes him. He's like, we're not spoiling much. We're not going to spoilers yet. But I just like where because that was in the trailer for sure when he talks to him, and the trailer did a good job really not showing a lot at all. The trailer did not show a lot of this movie at all. There was a lot to this movie, and it was really, really well made. I'm hoping Spider-Man did the same thing, because they showed a lot in this recent Spider-Man trailer. They showed a shit ton. And I hope there's more to it. And I think it is. I think there is. But I like where, him and Gamora are still kind of feeling each other out, and Drax, he tells his story about his wife, and he's, super impersonal about it. He's very impersonal. That's what I love about Drax. He's blunt as shit, and he's up front and everything. And he's like, Gamora's not, you need to find someone else. Gamora's not a dancer. And he's like, yeah, I get it. I'm a dancer. He's like, you need to find someone pathetic like you. And the whole theater was laughing. Every time Drax said something, the whole theater was just going nuts. It was just super funny.
Drax was, he probably was the number one in this. He outshined most of them.
I'm absolutely shocked Dave Bautista did so well. Loved him in WWE. never thought he would get a major role in a Marvel movie, and he does phenomenal. He does it to a T. They all do. Every single one of these of the Guardians. So, even Vin Diesel, even though he says the same line over and over, he does great pronunciation of, how he feels and everything like that. What'd you think of the pacing? Was the pacing good? Was it, too fast, too slow? Was it just right?
You'd get one storyline and they'd hammer that out a little bit, and then you'd come back to when the ship crashes, and then you got Rocket, Nebula left behind, and you're dealing with that, Rocket, Nebula, and Groot, and then you go back to Ego with Star-Lord and Gamora and Mantis and Drax. So I think they did a good job of back and forth in it, and then you throw Avengers and.
I feel like Marvel has gotten their blueprint down. They pace a movie so well, no matter how long it is or whatever it is, whether it's a newer entity like Doctor Strange or whatever they're introducing. They do a really good job just pacing the movie well. I'm never fucking bored at all. I'm never bored. I told you earlier, I didn't think it wasn't recorded, but the last time I was bored in a movie was legitimately Batman vs. Superman. There was times where I was just like, seriously, what the fuck is going on? Because the pacing was so off in that movie. Where these movies, Marvel and Disney have just got it down. It's just seamlessly, like all the threads kind of intertwined together. Max, get it in here a little bit. Intertwining together really, really nicely. I feel like the pacing was just perfect. I feel like Marvel has nailed that to a T. Sorry, grabbing the charger here. Laptop dying.
Marvel does a great job with all their movies. I don't think I've seen one of their movies that I didn't like. It's
cinematic universe, or you mean other? Because there is some shitty Marvel movies,
once
like
established
Fantastic Four.
Once they got that, and they were able to get their own people in there, and they didn't have other hands in it, it was fantastic.
You think they're going to handle Spider-Man beautifully? I think they are. I think they got Spider-Man to a T.
That biggest... I don't hate those other Spider-Man movies. Mm-hmm. It's not, Raimi's Spider-Mans they're all right. I think a lot of that is...
I love the first two. The three was the one
that I don't think on him. I think him as a director is great. A lot of it is writing. If you don't have a good story, you're not going to make a good movie. And it's just, it's impossible. So, Marvel is able to get, they have their own writers and all this other stuff, and, they're able to use all their, their backstories and, renting, they rented Spider-Man? Renting him was a big deal.
It was a huge deal because, I feel so bad for the guy, but Andrew Garfield signed a 6-year deal, 6-movie deal. Yeah. Like, he was, and they had... That movie... Okay, they had Sinister Six all planned out. They're gonna have the Venom spinoff is still happening. That's still going on, but they had all these webs, no pun intended there. But they had all this set out and ready to go, and it just ended. Just no, we're giving it to we're giving it to Marvel and Disney. They're gonna handle the next movies, and they nailed it. I loved him in Civil War, and I like how it's gonna be in this one.
Oh yeah, he looks good. It's going to be interesting, the dynamic between him and Iron Man, but
that was a big shocker to me when the first trailer appeared and they had Iron Man at the end. I was like, whoa. Well, I was not expecting that. I like that a lot. That was really cool. That makes it tied into the universe very nicely.
Yep. To tie everything into Infinite Wars, so...
Which is going to be epic, 2 fucking movies. I mean, they're going to have Guardians in there. They're going to have, Avengers. They're going to have every fucking buddy. Spider-Man, Black Panther. I mean, it's Captain Marvel, right? Captain Marvel's going to be in that as well. I believe so. I think her movie's before Infinity War. It's Infinity War 1, then Captain Marvel, and then Infinity War 2. I got to check that phase and outline again because they got so many fucking people. There's so many fucking...
movies,
and but they built this foundation. They took years to make this. They didn't try to get to 3 movies, doing that, which kind of DC's kind of is. But let's get back on track. Let's go back to Guardians because we're going off tangent there. What'd you think of the ending? We won't spoil the ending here. Like, we'll do spoilers in a little bit. But what'd you think? Was the ending what you wanted? Did you like the extra credit scenes? Don't specifically say what they are yet. But did you like...
Well,
did you
first
like
of all,
it?
stay for the whole thing.
One more time?
Stay for the whole thing.
Yeah, there's 5 extra credit scenes, so fucking stay.
I liked most of them. I mean, some of them they just seem unnecessary. They're just for comedy relief, but for the most part, yeah, I liked them all. The ending of the movie was good. You got to kind of, without going into too much detail, you get to feel out how Star-Lord feels about stuff, and how
it ended beautifully. I liked how it ended. I think it was perfect. The extra credit scenes I did like. They set up a lot of stuff I don't know yet, so I got to research that and see what that is, like some of those characters. What was your most disappointing part of this movie, or least favorite character, and so on? Like, was there anything that bothered you at all, or anything you wanted differently?
I think the stuff that bothered me the most is stuff I didn't know a lot about, like the Sovereign. I don't know a lot about them. And then Ego is something I don't know a lot. As a person who bought the first soundtrack, I didn't like this one as much.
Ah, really? I actually really like... I don't know if I can listen to Cat Stevens anymore. I think I'm going to cry every time. That father and son song. Just like,
I was a little... I didn't like this one as much, but it was good.
I really liked this one a lot, but yeah, maybe compared to the first one had so many more uplifting jams, where this one was more emotional. And JJ's really not the most emotional guy, so neither am I. But I like some of the emotional stuff.
I like that Star-Lord got a Zune. That made me laugh.
That was funny. That was funny. Like Zune, and those things are totally extinct. Like Zune doesn't fucking exist anymore.
Yeah.
I heard it was a great product. I had so many people like Zune. Like some of my friends own Zune. Like, oh, I wish it. Supposedly it might be coming back. I heard. I saw someone posting it on Facebook. One of my friends posting Zune's back. I don't know if he was trolling or not.
Yeah, I don't think it could have been.
No least favorite character or anything.
I don't think Gamora got a lot of play.
Yeah, I don't know. She's kind of left out a little bit, but go ahead.
Put her in the background. My favorite characters in this movie were Rocket and Drax, with Baby Groot being a close third.
Yeah, my only disappointing thing I would say is maybe Nebula. Like, I just really didn't feel for that.
How she goes wanting to murder to not wanting to murder is a strange thing.
Yeah, but again, they we don't know how much time has passed in this movie, but that's probably my only real gripe is maybe Nebula, not the actress herself. I loved what she did; it was great. The emotional scenes were there; they were awesome. She hit them on point, in tone, perfectly. You could tell they probably wanted to spend a little more time on it, but they couldn't.
Yeah.
They kind of just had to, because this is more about, Star-Lord and his dad, mostly. It's really what this movie really is about. And we're at the 20-minute mark, so let's just get right into spoilers here. Like, we'll cut it here, guys. If just giving you a warning, we're going to talk spoilers. And this might take a little bit, so so forgive us. If you don't want to hear the spoilers, just don't fucking watch. Just cut it off now. But
I probably put this out for another fucking 3 months, so you'll be fine.
What? I only have like 5 episodes to upload, JJ. I just gotta edit fucking some shit. And I finally decided on the YouTube channel name and everything we're gonna go with. Logo is progressing. Talked to my buddy last night. He's gonna sketch one up, send me the deets, and we'll get it going. We'll have official logo for the podcast and channel and everything. But let's talk spoilers here. So, did you like the twist of Ego being evil? Like, you can kind of sense it pretty early, but what did you think?
But once Gamora started sensing it, you're like, well, something maybe not right here. And then
even Mantis hinted at it. She's like, I need to tell you something, Drax.
Yep. His purpose, and I want to. Evil is a strong word for that character.
Yeah, because he's a god. He is a god. He's an entity.
He is the bad guy. But it was a weird to hear how.
It's a natural thing, actually. Well, sorta. I guess it's natural that you want to bang every woman on every planet, but it's more.
Well, he could create what was it, to stick everything, and he's destroying everything.
Literally, he would not only plant his seed in women, but he would plant his seed in ground, and it would take over that world and absorb it into his own. That's what he really did.
Star-Lord was the only one who was able to.
He killed all his children. You know, he did, like, that bone grave was all his children from all the other planets, because he basically used them as batteries. You know,
he's trying
to find the one with celestial power, and it was obviously Star-Lord that did. And you're right, maybe he wasn't totally evil, because he really did love Star-Lord's mom. He said he came back to the planet 3 times. He's like, I could not come back a 4th time, otherwise I would not finish my mission. And, you know, he said something particularly fucked up to set him off, but he purposely planted a tumor in her head to kill her.
Yeah. Once you found that out, you're like, fuck this dude.
Like, I'm off. I won't know if it's necessarily evil, like you said. It is a fucked up thing. But he did truly love her.
Putting it one's evil.
Yeah, for sure. But he did it because that's his mission in life, was to, you know, just, like, absorb all these planets and everything.
Yeah, I didn't see how that was going to play out. You can kind of sense, like, hey, maybe he fucked with her after a while. But, you know, while I'm watching, I'm like, you know, how are they going to convince Star-Lord to betray his father? Because he's hook, line, and sinker now. He's into doing, like,
at first he wasn't, and then he did. He got rolled in.
Everything.
He even made that magical imaginary ball to throw at his pops.
Yeah, but once he saw all the mission and everything, and he's into it. He's gonna help him do this. And then, but you know, in your head, you're like, well, how the fuck are they gonna get? Someone's gonna have to convince him not to do it. You didn't know his dad was gonna say something to fuck it up.
They kind of hinted at it. When Mantis hinted at it, I feel like that was a clear sign of foreshadowing that his dad was not good.
Well, I get that. What I'm saying is, Star-Lord's into it.
Yeah. Just like how I'm into you very much.
Yeah, for sure. So, so once he's into it, in your head is, well, he's not going to go through with this, right? That goal is not. He's not going to. But how are they going to convince him not to go? You know, is he going to have to fight the Guardians? What's going to happen? At first I didn't really think, hey, he put a tumor in his mom. He's done.
Well, clearly, but I did feel like something happened there. Like,
eventually he was going to, after he started talking a little more. And by the way, Kurt Russell great in this movie.
He did. I know we've fantastic.
It, but he fucking acted his ass off in this.
Did he dye his hair and shave it? Was that him younger? That was in the digital version, was it? In the beginning?
The younger one? I think they digitized
that's
him.
Some pretty damn good CGI if that was true.
Oh, they definitely CGI'd that shit. I like when he turned into David Hasselhoff. That made me laugh.
That was hilarious. That was freaking great. But you're right. The one relationship we forgot to talk about that I absolutely loved the most was Mantis and Drax.
That was by far the greatest. That was the best chemistry on the whole. It was hilarious.
Fucking brutal. Like, absolutely brutal. And I just love where Drax is, like Mantis wants to tell him something, like, personally. Yeah. Like, you know, and the Gamora senses it, and, like, what... And he's like, oh, I'm hanging out with creepy bug lady. She's my new friend.
Called her disgusting.
Yeah, he called her disgusting and all that shit. And then the bed scene where she's waking him up. And he's like, oh, envisioning us, you know, getting physical. And she's like, I'm not even into you like that, blah, blah, blah. I don't even like how you look. And he goes, wait, whoa, don't make it personal. When he clearly made it personal.
Before on the inside.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
A lot of great one-liners. I like the relationship between Drax and Groot too.
Baby Groot, Baby Groot punched the shit out of him all the time.
Cuddles on him.
And,
yeah.
Baby Groot was just stuff. Fantastic on this movie. Like he fit perfectly. Like he was the right amount of like adorableness in this movie. Which and honestly, this really wasn't a kids movie. There was a lot of swear words. Penis, they said penis. Like Drax is like, did you have a penis? Like, did you make a penis to Ego? And Ego's like,
my father used to tell me stories of him impregnating my mother.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. He said, well, I just like where Star-Lord and Gamora are yelling at him and we're like, do you have no like filter at all? And he's like, what? If he was an actual planet, he would crush your mom. Oh, absolutely fantastic.
I think the Drax Mantis was my favorite. I think my absolute favorite scene is when Taserface takes over. Then he says his name is Taserface, and Rocket just lays it.
What a terrible name to have.
What was the other choice? Scrotum Hat or something like that?
I mean, there was a lot of cursing and vulgarity in this movie, so it's really... There's a lot of cutesy characters like Groot, Baby Groot, Rocket, and stuff, but there was a lot of one-liners that were very sexual. Like, even in the beginning, with the Sovereigns, like, they're talking about banging. Like, they're talking about, we just make our own DNA and stuff, but I would like to learn the old archaic ways. Like, shit, like, damn. Like, earmuffs, kiddos, earmuffs.
I loved it. It was funny. They had some good underlining innuendo. They had straight in your face innuendo.
Mostly Drax was the straight in your face innuendos.
It was good. I like that Yondu played a bigger part. It didn't look like he was going to till about hour in, and then they show him zipping up his pants after fucking 2 robots.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, bio-android sex droids will be a thing in the future, I'm sure.
For sure.
Sure. Oh. I think Japan will invent it first, and I'll probably rent one out and try it out.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
I'll send you one, too.
Yeah. But it was... Oh, man, there's so much to unpack here. There's...
I want to talk about Yondu a little. Did you expect... This is some serious spoiler shit, people. Please don't listen to this if you don't want to hear it. I'm glad you brought him up, but did you feel like he was going to die? Because I did not feel like he was going to die in this movie. I thought he was going to be part of the cast, and he sacrificed himself.
Yeah, once he told Rocket to let me have this, I thought he was done.
Me too. I thought the exact same thing where he's like, even Rocket's like, I only have one of each. And when Rocket was like, I've lost too many friends today already. He wasn't talking about, Star-Lord. He was talking about Yondu. I was just shocked because I like Michael Rooker a lot. I think I said his name right. Or Merle from Walking Dead. He's a really good actor, and I thought he did really well in Yondu in the first one, and I liked him in this one. Like you said, he wasn't too involved till later on, but I did not expect him to die. Like, I did not expect him to die, though.
No, that ending battle scene was kind of weird. They're fighting like rock arm, electric arm shit, and then...
Well, as long as you're on the planet and he has celestial power, he's allowed to take any form he wants.
Yeah, so they... But
I noticed when the planet blew up, his powers were gone.
Yeah, I brought a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 4-year-old to this movie. And
great parenting there, JJ. Great.
One of them wasn't my kid, and but they did get bored through it because it's a longer movie. Me and Seth didn't.
Like I said, I don't think this is a kids movie, but continue.
No, it wasn't. But as soon as Pac-Man came on the screen, they were into it. When he took the form of Pac-Man, my favorite line.
I wonder how much they paid.
Some weird.
I wonder how much they paid Bandai Namco for Pac-Man, because that was awesome. That was an epic scene. But continue. I'm sorry, you got cut off there.
Oh, my favorite line of this, Drax was the comedic relief, but my favorite line in this whole movie was when Star-Lord was talking about, how his Ego's telling him how he can make all this stuff, and he's talking about how he's going to make giant monument of Pac-Man and all this other shit. And then the line when he goes, I'm gonna make some pretty weird shit.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard at that.
I did too. I laughed a lot during this movie. I mean, there was some amazing comedy.
There was some good act. I like how the Sovereign have, like, it's a video game type system for attacking people.
Yeah, because they don't
like
physically actually go out for themselves. They actually have to, like, play like a video game. And I just like that line when the first time they see the Sovereign flying those ships and stuff, and they all die, and they're like, "You suck," whatever, like Zoltar or whatever his name was. That was funny.
He survived the longest, but then Rocket's like, the 1-inch man saved us or some shit like that. I bet it's the 1-inch man.
And he's like, he goes, "Oh well, he could be a lot bigger if he was closer up." Like,
yeah, that's good.
He starts flying in, and Batista's like, I'm sorry, Drax was like, he's like, "I bet it's the 1-inch man."
Yep, Drax is good stuff.
Drax was awesome. He was awesome. Mantis was awesome. A lot of the stuff you saw in the trailer was a very minuscule part in this movie, which I liked a lot. It didn't spoil anything. Which I feel like, like Batman vs. Superman very much did that. They put too much into the trailer. Like, they showed Doomsday already. They showed, like this movie was... Yeah. This trailer was well put together.
Yeah, it didn't spoil anything, really.
Yeah, absolutely not, because, like, even the bomb scene wasn't till the very end.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch the original trailer, it looks very much it's going to be in that first part of the movie. And it wasn't. Yeah. It was a very nice, surprise there. And even that scene alone, they didn't show you much of that scene at all. There was a lot more to that scene. Way much more to that scene. You freaking out there, you okay?
Oh, yeah. Phone's about to die and the charger's not working.
Oh, my God.
So I was trying to get you to wrap it up here, because I don't want to fuck it up.
You are fucking it up. So...
How much... What are you at?
We're at 32. Which
really?
is pretty good. It's a good amount. I mean...
For a spoil, yeah.
Do you have another... Do I have another charger?
I'm trying, man. Tried 2 of them.
So...
Just keep talking.
There's a couple other things I did want to talk about for sure. Like, did you think... What'd you think of the Sovereign? Were they a good part of this movie? Or were they
I like the dynamic between... That opening dynamic between Star-Lord where they're talking, basically.
Yeah, they basically were.
But I didn't. Again, it's something I didn't know much about.
Yeah,
so
I gotta do some research on that too, because they set one of the end credits set up, a particular character called Adam, and I don't know who that is.
My dad was telling me about it this morning. I don't remember what he did though, but yeah, I don't quite remember.
Okay.
But I think we're good.
Charging now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, the Sovereign I did like, because in this movie they're very much portrayed like gold people. Like, I have to do some research, and they're my people. They're they're part of the GG family.
Yeah, for sure.
And they very much like I said earlier, I got to do some research to really see what they are. I did like the dynamic. I did like the Queen. I did like how she held a particular fucking grudge over batteries. Well, obviously those batteries are very expensive, because that was their first job. They were hired to protect the batteries, and then Rocket Raccoon just steals fucking all of them.
Yeah,
Rocket's blames it on Drax. Like,
yeah,
friggin'
Rocket.
It was great.
He shows Drax that. Well, when Rocket tells them that they're douchebags, without saying they're douchebags, that made me laugh pretty hard.
I liked how he was called a trash panda. That was super funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that an insult? It's way worse.
And then I also like, because they really bash on Rocket in this movie. Like, they call him a trash panda. They call him, his ego calls him, "Oh, you could bring your triangle-faced monkey."
Yeah.
Bring your go ahead, bring that triangle-faced monkey if you wanted to. Another scene...
They keep calling him
Nebula keeps calling him a fox.
Yeah.
Gamora protects him.
I like another scene is that first moment where they meet Ego and he explains that he's, Peter Quill's dad, Star-Lord's dad. I liked where Mantis is like, "Can I pet your cute puppy? He's so adorable." And Drax is like sitting there like eating ice cream and thinking and like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then she gets bit by him.
It's a practical joke.
And I like how she first tried to smile, and he was like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm smiling. I heard it makes a lot of people happy and get to like you." And he's like, "Not fucking like that. Like, not like that. Not if you smile like that."
I like when she's doing the emotions, and she touches Peter Quill, and you have strong feelings for that one over there, of sexual nature, and she just told your deepest, darkest secret.
And he's like, "Do me, do me."
Yeah.
And then he starts like she grabs him and starts laughing, like, "Oh!" And they start pointing at him and shit. Poor guy. That's some cruel shit. Like, 'cause that is embarrassing. Like, everybody knows it for sure. That's on the ship. They know they have like a unsaid relationship, and many of us have done that, particularly before, where you definitely are feeling the other person, but you haven't really labeled it yet.
Yeah.
Particularly. What happened?
Everyone who's watching the podcast knows what Levi's talking about.
I'm sure, right? Yeah, right. Subliminal messaging.
One of those double meaning ones.
Yeah, and it's unsaid, but everyone kind of knows it. Like, they're kind of, and that is embarrassing though, to be called out like that. Like, "Oh, like, oh, you have feelings for her only sexually." Like, it's like love. Wait, no, it's not love. It's sexual. But really, he does love her. Like, he tries to get her to dance and everything like that, and they had some romantic moments. Not as much as in the first one, for sure. But I did like that dynamic a little bit. I did like that a little bit. Where he, even his dad is trying to give him advice, like, "Hey,
Yeah.
like, you're pretty much like that song, like the sailor in the song and whatever." Like, I like that a lot. That was fun. It was just, this movie was just so fun, but fun, but well written. Like, it had a cohesive story. It wasn't like Suicide Squad where it was fun, but the story was kind of, like, hey. Where this story was really good. I really liked it. I liked it better than the first one. Just a little bit. Just a little smudge better than the first one. So, let's talk about let's talk about one more one-liner that, Drax did. I like right at the end where, they're having that, sad moment in that funeral for Yondu and everything like that. I liked when she's like, "Oh, it's like," Mantis is like, "Oh, it's beautiful because all the fireworks and shit are going off," and Drax is like, "You're beautiful too," and then he like turns away. He's like, "On the inside," because I feel like they kind of hinted that they're gonna be in a relationship.
He's denying that a lot.
He is for sure.
Maybe by his actions, but he makes fun of her for being ugly a lot.
I mean, he outright calls her creepy bug lady. You're disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, damn.
Hilarious.
But like, Mantis, let's explain Mantis a little bit more before we like close it out. Mantis doesn't know emotion.
She's on the top of his teeth.
She feels emotion
Right
by touch, and very kinesthetic, like you're touching people very much. And that's how she learns emotions and stuff. She's almost like a prisoner on this planet. She doesn't know, what life is and everything like that. And that's why she's not super hurt by some of the comments he says and shit like that, because she doesn't really know what it is yet.
She also puts Ego to sleep.
Yes.
She can do that.
That was a big power in that. Oh, another funny ass part was when she gets hit in the head with like that asteroid or whatever. And Drax is like, "Mantis, watch out!" Like 30 seconds later, when she just got fucking whacked. Like, oh my god, it's so good. So we'll finish it off with the end credit scenes. Like, we talked about one already. Like, they set up Adam. I don't know who that is. I gotta do some research on that. They also set up the old Ravengers with Stallone. I don't know if they're hinting at them being in other movies, because they are talking about already that the next Guardians 3 movie will not be the original cast. It'll be some newer people. So I don't know if they're hinting at that with that particular scene. What'd you think?
Well, you told me that last week, or maybe Thursday. You told me about it, and then they showed that. I'm like, I was a little upset because I just don't want to see any more Stallone movies.
Judge Dredd, it's coming back.
Yeah. So, and I like the dynamic that this group has, and Marvel does a good job. So I'll fucking pay to see it, and it'll be good. And I'll be wrong, but
doesn't mean they're all getting replaced. But there is a new Guardians team, and I'm sure they want to promote that. There are new people on that team.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe Star-Lord, Gamora, and most of those guys are a part of it anymore. This was very much original team. Besides Nova, Nova was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Nova to make an appearance in one of these movies.
They mentioned the Nova Corps a lot, but I hope they do bring Nova in.
Yeah. But they look interesting, like the glass guy or whatever. I don't know any.
His voice was a lot different than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I was expecting a deeper voice from him, and all of a sudden I was like, whoa. But it's cool that the effects in this movie were fucking fantastic. A lot of the CGI was so on point that it's ridiculous. Like, they're going so well.
They brought back that was cool.
Which one?
Howard the Duck. They brought Howard Duck back.
Yeah, he had a couple cameos, in the club and everything, the robot club.
Yeah, Howard the Duck's a good character. He makes me laugh.
I'm a big fan of Seth Green, but I don't like his voice as Howard the Duck.
No.
I don't know. I just don't see.
As Howard the Duck, I don't like him as Leonardo.
Is that whose voice it was?
Well, he does the voice of Leonardo in the new Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like his voice as that. But I like him as Howard the Duck. You said there were 5 cutscenes. I only remember 4.
There was 5. There was the first one was shit.
Star-Lord. My favorite one was Teenage Groot.
Yeah, HD Teen Groot was super funny.
Yeah.
Like, you're always playing these damn games, and he's like, I'm not lame, I'm just playing these damn games all the time.
Groot. I am Groot.
Yeah. Hinting that in like the next movie he'll be like a teenager or an adult or whatever. Like, he's definitely a teenager in that scene. But there's that scene. There's the setup for the Sovereign Adam. There's the setup for the newer Guardians maybe, or Ravenger team. I don't know what they're doing there yet. Yeah. Number 4 was.
What is the 4th one?
The 5th one's Stan Lee. That's the last one was Stan Lee.
Oh, I do remember
his story. But there was one before that. Let me look it up really quick. I'm cheating. I'm sorry. I saw the damn movie, but I'm cheating.
Yeah, you saw it today.
Yeah, I saw it today. I just got back a couple hours ago. Whenever you guys fucking see this.
I saw it on the opening day.
You saw it
3.
opening day. Wow. It must have been it must have been packed.
No. 3 p.m. after.
Oh, 2 p.m.? Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. Right after Seth got out of school.
The first official scene was the arrow. Yondu's arrow.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And he stabs Drax with it in an accident, and he kind of just rolls away like, oh, shit. So he might be the new Yondu. I don't know if he's going to be on the team, but they did have a really nice emotional moment. Getting, of what happened?
Rocket fixed the arrow that shattered.
Yeah, and he gave, Peter Quill gave him that, gave him the, the arrow, and then he took the helmet, the mohawk to learn it.
That's another good trying to explain to Groot what to get.
That was awesome, yeah, where they took forever to get the damn...
A fucking desk. A whole goddamn desk.
I like how they handled them. They didn't get pissed at him because they understand he's a baby. He's just growing. He doesn't get it. And
They poured beer on him and shit. They're treating him terrible.
The Ravengers were, but not Yondu and,
No.
Not normally the old Yondu would be very pissed. But this movie had a lot of symbolism, too, with, the meaning of a father. You
Yeah.
know, like Yondu even specifically said like he might have been your father, but he wasn't your dad, or something,
Yeah.
or vice versa. It was one of
Come
the
to that effect. Yeah. Yeah.
because Yondu was technically his dad and raised him and never gave him to Ego.
Yeah. Because he knew what happened to all those other kids,
Yeah.
and so he kept Peter. But they always disguised it under the lines of he needed him to get into small spots, or always threatened to eat him.
Which I liked a lot. It showed a different side of him. And I like how he yelled at Rocket. He's like, you can keep running away and all this shit, but you're exactly like me. And I like that a lot. And, you know, they had that, Rocket and him had that emotional bond, so it just sucks to see him fucking die. I did not want him to die in this. Like, it...
Yeah, it wasn't... I didn't think I would care that much that he died until he did. You know?
It was a very emotional moment, you know, like,
you
that's
fall in
gotta
love
be...
with that character in this movie. Yondu, you become very emotionally attached to Yondu in this movie.
You do, because the way he goes is very painful. He sacrifices himself. That's probably going to be one of the most agonizing ways to die, like just suffocating and freezing in space. You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, and they did that to a lot of people. Like, they killed all the old members of Yondu's faction.
Dude from Sons of Anarchy, he died.
Yeah. Like, they... Yeah. And that's a brutal way. That's a brutal way to suffocate and like just it's fucked up. Like, but it's cool that he got the funeral he kind of deserved, you know. And they ended it on that. Then they did the you know, the 5 screens. What are your expectations going forward? How do you think they're going to interplay with Avengers 3 Part 1, or are they going to be Avengers 3 Part 2?
It's going to be tough. I mean, they are split into 2 movies, so maybe they kind of come in. 2
movies, yeah. Like,
but that's a lot of characters, Levi. That's a lot of people they have set up for this moment, you know, to fight Thanos and with the Infinity. How many Infinity Stones have they found already?
The only one they're missing is the Mind Gem, and that's in fucking. Why am I forgetting his name? I love him. Vision. That's in Vision's head. So. Vision's gonna die sometime. They're gonna Thanos is gonna kill him and steal the Mind Gem. Clearly,
because you have the Tesseract is one.
Mm-hmm.
You had the power one. Was it the power one in Guardians 1? The purple one. Which one was that?
It might have been. They gave it to the Collector because he's one of the Celestials as well, and so is Jeff Goldblum in Thor. He's a Celestial too. And Celestials in the comic are like the higher, powerful people.
Yeah.
So Loki had one in the Tesseract. Guardians 1 was that one the Collectors had. Mind Gems in Vision's head.
So there's 6 of them or 5 of them?
I thought there was 5 because it just fits the gauntlet. And then there was another one. It wasn't in Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange had one. He had an Infinity Stone. That was the big reveal at the end of that movie was, you know, spoilers if you still haven't seen Doctor Strange. You should go watch that. That was one. So the final one, I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be... Thanos might have it already, possibly.
It's going to be in place soon. Well, maybe it'll be in Spider-Man.
I doubt it. I don't think it will be in Spider-Man. I think it's going to be in Thor with Jeff Goldblum. I think Jeff Goldblum will have the final one.
That movie looks the tits.
I liked it a lot. The trailer was fun to see on big screen. I just because I saw the movie in IMAX 3D.
He's a friend from work.
Yeah, he's a friend. That was my favorite line because the trailer definitely has a Guardians vibe to it. But I saw the movie in IMAX 3D, and the 3D was just sexual. I mean, it was very awesome. That's the best way to describe it. It was just a sexual experience. Sorry, kiddies. We're not a kid show. By the way, we're definitely not a kid show.
That being said, all kids should watch this show.
This movie, yeah, like I guess, but you know, I guess it's
I'm talking about your pop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm sure they will. I'm sure we'll have plenty of kids watching this shit.
I'm fucking recommending it for children.
Yeah.
Guy who
Even though it says explicit on iTunes, you download it, kids.
Yeah. Listen to this. We have cool shit to say.
So, So you're worried about the balancing, but I feel like
I don't know if I'm worried about it. I think they can pull it off. I'm anxious to see how.
Yeah, I think it's just what you said. It's the two movies.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be a cast for one.
What are they going to do with the minor characters? You know, because obviously Gamora, Groot, Drax, and Rocket are going to take a back seat. It's gonna Peter Quill and Captain America and Iron Man are going to kind of be up front.
Spider-Man possibly too, because those three were filming together.
Yeah. Does Hawkeye get phased out? Does Black Widow get phased out?
To be honest, in Civil War, I was a little shocked that even Hawkeye was in it. Like, he didn't come till very, very late, because, he supposedly retired in Avengers 2, and then he comes back. And they don't even call him Hawkeye, they call him Clint. They call him by his, real name. Oh, hey, Clint, how you doing?
Yeah, as they're fighting him, yeah.
I feel like...
I hope Ant-Man's a player in this.
He'll be a player in one of the movies. He won't be a player in the...
How much a player? Because what they're going to end up doing is they're going to take this big-ass group of characters, split them up into smaller groups, and they won't be with their team, though, You'll kind of have the leaders together. You'll have this B group, a C group, a D group, and they're all going to go off. I want to know how they break that down. It's going to be interesting to me.
Yeah, like how long the movie's going to be, how they intertwine. They've been doing a really good job making the movies intertwined together, like we mentioned that already, so I feel like they're going to be fine. They've been setting this up for a long time, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. I think we're just going to be more excited and happy, for sure. We're about 52 minutes
when it's over, what's going to happen?
I'm sure they're going to be passing the torch eventually. I know some of these guys will not be continuing. Obviously, these guys are... If I was them, I would never want to leave. Maybe. But these guys are professional actors. They want to do other stuff. They like playing other characters. And as an actor, that's what you usually really do. You like to play other... like Hugh Jackman likes being in plays and shit. Like, he did all that opera singing shit. Like, all that. Like, they're into that stuff, which I'm cool. Like I'm not knocking all that stuff. It's just I'm so attached to these characters already. But I can easily see, because in the comics this happens too, is when Captain America dies, they gave it to Bucky. Bucky becomes the next Captain America, and they kind of foreshadowed that already anyway, because they're like, you know what, we don't have a place for you yet, so you're gonna be frozen in ice again.
Just chill out for a little bit.
Just chill out, Chill out, Brad.
Yeah, how many are they going to kill in the Infinity Wars?
Vision will die, for sure, because the mind gem's in his head.
They're going to take out Iron Man, I think. I think Iron Man's done.
You think Iron Man's going to die? That's a big character to kill. I don't know.
I think Downey Jr. might want to be done.
I've heard those rumors, too, but I also heard the other side of the spectrum where he's like, yeah, I want to keep playing, There's just no official Iron Man 4 yet. That's why I was shocked to see him in Spider-Man, because I heard those rumors that he was a little, kind of, hey,
that might be the kind of... Spider-Man's obviously not going to be Iron Man, but it looks like kind of a passing of the torch kind of thing, where he's trying to get him to be better than him. And
he's basically Uncle Ben, I feel like. Because obviously in the Spider-Man movie, he's already Spider-Man. He's been Spider-Man for quite a few months already and stuff like that. Pretty much Uncle Ben / his father is, Iron Man, and I kind of like that a lot. It's not the same old story. Like, we already know he's Spider-Man.
I think Marvel gets that. You've seen Uncle Ben die twice. You've seen
17 times.
You've seen all these backstories. We're gonna just jump you in with Spider-Man, especially. Iron Man, they kind of gave you a little bit. But Iron Man, you keep delving into his history in every movie. More and more about him in every movie. Just for those listening, if you're listening to this today, you won't be. The Tigers just took a 6-5 lead.
Yep, I got the text right now on my Apple Watch.
So, watch this.
Hooray!
If you listen,
go Tigers! Watch us blow the lead in the 9th inning.
Yep. Anyway, So you're going Vision, and
I'm gonna say Vision. You might be right. They might have a major character because they kind of foreshadowed, or he saw himself dying, like Iron Man saw himself dying already, and he's worried about that. Actually, he saw everybody dying
Yeah.
But I think they could potentially kill Hawkeye. They can kill Falcon. They can kill Nebula if she's part of the team.
Yeah.
They could kill let's see. Vision, they're definitely gonna kill. I can even see Scarlet Witch dying as well, like her bro did. Because the core main, I don't think they'll like get rid of. I don't think. I feel like the new core main right now is Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, and Spider-Man, and Star-Lord. I feel like those 6 are safe, but everyone else could potentially be in jeopardy. Everyone else could potentially be killed off.
And I think Thor is just on the. I think Thor and Hulk are just on the outside of that too. I think they could potentially. It's hard to kill Hulk. I don't know if you can, but
you would have to kill him as Banner, and he would not. You would, he would not. He would have to have it not come. So you can't punch him. You gotta sniper his ass when he's not looking.
Well, that thing though is in what was it? The first Avengers. He would put a bullet in his head, and the other guy would spit it out. So I don't even think a bullet would kill him. So
no, well, as Hulk, I mean as Banner.
No, he said as Banner he would shoot himself in the head, and
that's
the other guy
right. Yeah, he shot himself in the mouth. You're right. You're right about that. Because the other guy, he mentioned the other guy wouldn't let him.
The other,
which is Hulk.
The Hulk.
Well, yeah, because they're two entities fighting each other. I'm excited to see them because they're doing Planet Hulk a little bit in
Ragnarok.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok, and it's going to be interesting to see how it goes because it seems like he's been there for a while, fighting and being a gladiator. Do you think will he talk like Planet Hulk, or would he not talk? Is he still not going to talk?
I don't know what's going to happen. I miss the Hulk. He was barely in the second movie or the Avengers 2, and then they kind of. I'd like to see more.
Did
but
you ever
I guess
his romance with Scarlet Joe? Black Widow.
I don't mind it. I'd love to see Black Widow Spider Hulk's thingies or Black Widow Hulk's little get her pregnant.
Yeah, but which guy would get her pregnant? The green guy or Banner? Hey.
No, the green guy pregnant. The green guy will kill her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And there's Transforms too.
What happened?
You think his dick? Do you think his dick hulks out?
It has to, man. You never seen that meme?
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of things with Hulk's dick. It's weird.
I just remember everyone sending that meme where they're doing because when Avengers 2 first came out and they had Scarlet Joe and Hulk and she's touching his arm and then it just turns into sex.
Yeah, he's about to come to Hulk out and just rip her vagina open.
You figure it would. He would have to kill somebody, or because he would
that was always
smash him on the floor and shit all over. It'd be unless it was She-Hulk, because in the comics he always fell in love with She-Hulk, but She-Hulk had more of her mind and stable.
The comics he didn't fall in love with. That was his cousin, bro.
Was it? Or sister?
Yeah.
It might have been sister. Yeah, you might have been.
She was a lawyer or some shit. Dude, if he's fucking his cousin... I mean, I think he did in, Old Man Logan, that comic? He was inbreeding and fucking all sorts of stuff. It was weird.
It's alright, we're cousins and we make out and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Butt stuff, whatever. I'm cool.
Every time you see me, you can't get enough of the GG. Come on.
No.
I can't get enough of Strauss-Zilla. Strauss-Zilla equals fun time.
Every time.
Alright, so we'll wrap it up. We'll end it. You highly recommend this movie? Would you rate this movie? How would you go about this?
Highly recommend it. Whatever's higher than highly recommend.
Must watch. Just go bunch watch. That's what.
Watch the movie. Give Marvel your money because it's worth it.
Absolutely, I highly recommend this movie. It was so good. It's a must watch. Stay through all 5 credit scenes. Don't worry if you don't know what's really those 5 credit scenes are, because we don't either, and we're big comic book fans and Marvel fans. We'll do some research. We'll get that news to you guys, and we'll talk about what some of those things are, in next week's podcast for sure, possibly, or maybe a little bit later in the next movie. I'm very excited for Man-Spider of coming home. I'm very, very much that I'm a huge Spider-Man and Wolverine are my 2 favorite Marvel characters. So I'm so happy to see the Man-Spider back. Like, absolutely.
He's back, and he's going to be better than ever.
Very excited for that game, too. You know, I feel like Insomniac will do a fantastic fucking job with Spider-Man.
Levi's saying right around the movie. And I agree with him.
Yeah, that's my prediction. It's going to be either right around the movie or it's going to be 2 weeks after the movie in August. Early August.
When's E3? June?
Yeah, June. And then Spider-Man's July. And then that's why I said early August, just in case. So, like, they're going to feed off that hype. I'd be shocked if that game is not released within that time frame.
Yeah, I agree. It only makes sense.
Yeah, it absolutely makes sense. And we'll, like I said in the Golden God and Friends, podcast, we will be doing an E3 prediction. I'm going to try to get everybody on it. Probably have 3 or 4 of you guys on here, where we'll go with it and we'll see what the fuck happens. We'll just see our predictions, and I'm going to rub it in all your faces when I'm right. Because I'm the GG. Maybe.
I have you know what to predict.
Yeah, right. We'll have some things to go a little bit. JJ's has always been a gamer, but he's been more of a sports gamer, and he's kind of getting really into the Sony exclusives. He loves God of War. He loves, I got him into Horizon Zero Dawn. He absolutely loves that game. He was playing it earlier.
And I took a month off.
Did you finish it? Did you beat today? Okay.
I was playing it today. Or I was letting Jack play today.
Oh, okay.
He was getting some Snap Maw Hearts. I need to buy a Shadow Rope.
Nice, very nice. But I highly recommend Guardians. Go see it. Guardians 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Go check it out. It's some sexiness. Actually, let's unbox this box together. Really quick.
Oh, let's.
Then we'll.
Look at this. Levi's doing an unboxing.
As you guys can see, my shirt
Got
was
a
part
new
of
shirt.
this as well. Funko form. What they always send is they send an exclusive pin. Right here we got Gamora. Focus camera. Okay, don't focus. They give you a patch. This one's Star-Lord.
Lord.
Cool.
I love Vale.
Well,
They give you an exclusive variant of the comic. Of a comic book. Usually they do the cutesy art. This one's the Rocket Raccoon and Groot.
Oh.
It's Secret Empire. That's a newer series that's going on. What's up, Max? What's up, sir?
Well, you can.
And this explains like all the concept details and everything that's in the box. They also do a really good job, and they're like, oh, the next box, obviously, Man Spider Homecoming. Very excited for that one. And then they always give you an exclusive Funko and something else. And I'll show you the door. This one came with an exclusive Dorb, which I'm not a big fan of Dorbs at all. But it came with Dorb's Ride Star-Lord in his new ship. It says Marvel exclusive. It's the only way to get in this box. I was not given this, by the way. I'm not, sponsored at all. I bought this with my own money, very much so. But
want to sponsor?
Definitely go subscribe to them. They do Star Wars. They do DC. They do Marvel. I'm a huge Marvel head, so I always get that. And then the reason why I always subscribe to the box, because I'm a Funko freak, is Rocket with Groot. It's
nice.
And you can barely see Groot, but he's in the back there. I don't know if that's a good enough angle for you. Very much love these boxes. The last one was Daredevil. It came with Daredevil and Bullseye, which was really cool. Funkos. I'll probably do some more unboxings on the channel. We're not a straight podcast channel. We'll have unboxings, reviews. This was our Spoliercast of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2, sorry. I want to thank my cousin JJ so much, Strauszilla himself. Love you, Cuzzo. I'll see you next time.
You playing NBA Playground?
GG Legion and GG Nation, you enjoy yourselves. Go watch this movie. Thanks for attending. GG and Friends Spoilercast, episode 1. Love you, cuz.
Bye, guys.